Alright guys, welcome to the video. So today we're going to be looking at just a few tips for duels, for anyone who needs them really. Some kind of common sense stuff once you think about it, or use it, or do it, or whatever. But not all that common when you play in the game. I mean, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to know your matchup, what moves work against what things. So right here I'm Shaman, so I can punish Gladiator Zone. If I react to orange, I can punish that, and there's nothing else to mix me up with that, because if he does a toe stab, it will also punish the toe stab. So if I see orange, I dash heavy. Very reliable, means he can't use his Zor. The second thing I like to do in duels is I like to play around a lot in the first round or so. I do in general, and it's not kind of advisable, but the first round definitely I like to feel out an opponent, see how they react to things. So I throw a lot more attacks than what you might want to throw, just to gauge reactions, so you can then use that information as a basis for the rest of the duels. You know, things like, if I do a soft aim bleed, is he going to parry on reaction? Is he going to parry on prediction? So is he seeing an indicator then pressing heavy, or is he doing it beforehand, predicting it? Because if it's on prediction, that gives me a lot more leverage. I know that he's worried about reacting to those things, so I can use simple soft hit mix-ups to take advantage of that. Like here we see him trying to use his zone. I get caught by lights. I'll let my zone go there because I've realized that he's uncomfortable with the soft feint mix-up. That was a mistaken input for the right side soft feint, and that was just a delayed something for 333 ms. So I've at this point I've figured out he's quite uncomfortable with the soft feint, so I'm using that to my advantage. I'm also trying to flicker my Shaman bash by delaying it to as long as I can, which is another thing you should do in general in duels. Delay your feints, delay your attacks, delay your chains, unless you have a good reason not to. In very specific circumstances, delay them. You want to, in duels, it's much easier in a 1v1 isolated environment for people to react to stuff than it is in 2s or 4s. So you got to make it as difficult as possible if you're going to use something. Another thing you're going to want to do in duels is the easiest way to stay safe in 1v1 is to be out of range. It's easier than blocking, it's easier than parrying, it's easier than dodging. If you're out of range, it can't hurt you. I mean, it's one of the reasons why Warden is so good. He's got unreactable pressure from range. Further than anyone else, sometimes I like to throw random stuff to surprise opponents, which I like to do to keep people keep people guessing. It's not perfectly optimal, but it'll work from time to time, and it's fun. I hope you enjoyed these tips, guys. I'll make more duels tips videos, 2s and 4s, if you enjoyed these short little ones. And with that, I'll catch you later.
It was the best